Hey guys, Crazy Yellow here from Tottenham 1882, just giving you our last war recap. So, if we go into our war log, you will see that we faced a clan, Best Stars. Unfortunately, they didn't have all of their best stars because we managed to pick up the victory, 53 to 49. So, good job again to the boys at Tottenham 1882 for doing the job and getting the green stripe. So, if we take a quick look at the stats, we picked up 14 3-stars from our 40 attacks, so good work by the guys. We left a few Town Hall 9s at the top end unbeaten, which was a bit of a shame. As you can see, this number 5 here, 72%, 82%, and that was actually a Town Hall 11, but only 50% on number 8, not really sure. I think we were just trying to get the stars in the bag at the end of the war, rather than trying to push for those 3 stars. We were hitting those with just 1 star. But yeah, a few nice attacks to show here. So I'm going to show the first attack from Mike. And Mike brings a EQ Goho with a couple of witches. So, you know, the EQ comes down and he's going to make sure that he gets right into the queen. And he decides not to lure on this attack. So the EQ goes down and destroys those walls. And then he's going to bring a stoned entry from this right-hand side. So he gets 2 golems in. One gets distracted by the Tesla. And the third golem goes in and heads towards the mortar. So his king starts to walk. But he just manages to get his wizards down in time. So the king does reroute. And that third golem finally reroutes as well. So he sends, everything ends up going in, and the witches head into the core. The golems head towards the queen and trigger the CC. So he pops down a rage to help the kill squad take down that CC, so they don't beat down on his heroes and his golems too much. So he has a nice bit of tanking. So he brings his hogs in nice and early on this outside Tesla, while everything is pointing inwards. He sends all of his hogs apart from 2 in. They get the first set of defences down. He gets a heal down for that potential bomb spot. I mean, it wouldn't be a very good one, but there's enough space there for a double, so it's nice. It's a good plan to heal it, although he probably would have had bacon anyway. But his hogs move through. Tesla triggers right at the perfect time to send 3 hogs out there, which is nice. You can see there was a double giant bomb in that spot there, even though that wasn't although that was a more traditional spot, and he manages to trigger it 1 at a time, which is kind of nice. And everything's tanked. His hogs coming all the way through, and he's already cleared all of the defences. So that is pretty much clean up, a nice long clean up. So we'll just whiz through this. Queen comes down, takes the CC. Hogs start taking down the king. There he goes, and everything just finishes off with 1 hog. That's 3 stars. So really nice attack from Mike. Really enjoyed that. The next attack I'm going to show you is by Big Daddy. So Big Daddy brings a Goho with a couple of Valks. Again with an EQ. And I really like the way Big Daddy put this raid together. The Quake is absolutely spot on to open up those compartments so he can get right into the core. And he sends down his 2 golems nice and wide to get tanking for the cannon. And he sends his Valk in nice and early. His king goes down, and everything's going to start moving in towards the core. Now I like these couple of hogs that end up on this mortar, because they managed to get that mortar down just in time, so the CC golem in particular, heads straight for the core. So he must have known that there was a hound in there, because he completely ignores it. And the kill squad work their way in. The queen is still up at the moment. The king starts a king-on-king battle. The hogs have already come in. Everything's distracted in the core. So these hogs are absolutely free to roam around this ring. So the king deals with the queen, comes back to deal with the Expo. The hound pops. And his hogs are still working around the ring, which is nice. He pops the queen's ability. Unfortunately, she's going to go in and she's going to target the town hall. So very, very soon she's going to be targeted. and she goes down very quickly. Now, he's only got a few hogs left. Now, they come through, and they're running out of their heal now with 2 defences, and all the Teslas in the core left, still hitting on them. He's got about 7 or 8 hogs. But these hogs are MVPs, honestly, every single one of them. They come straight through with all 4 Teslas banging on them. They come through and take care of these Teslas. They even have to stop by the sweeper. But they don't care, it's fine. They'll just continue beating down. Wizard triggers a giant bomb, which is nice, and then all the defences are gone. Again, nice long clean up this one. But he's got troops working both sides of the ring. He does lose a hog to a giant bomb. He's got a wizard and a hog on the right hand side. He's lost his last wizard, so it's just on his hogs now. They split nicely. And that's the 3-star. So good job by Big Daddy. And then the final attack I'm going to show you is MLM here on Killer. I think, no, it was Darway on number 11 Cone. So Dawes does very well here. He tries to, not really sure what he tries to do there. I think he tries to get a cheap building, but gets absolutely nothing. But he gets the lure out with 1 hog, so the hound comes out. So the golems come down, so the hound is targeting the golems. Wizards come down, queen in the middle. Help create that funnel nice and quickly, and help the golems to move inside. Queen finds her way onto the hound, and the golems trigger a double giant bomb. Now, the thing about these symmetrical bases is the double giant bomb at the top end is in exactly the same spot. So you can see when he brings his hogs in how this is going to work. So he's going to move them up this left-hand side, and he brings them all in. He even drops CC hogs behind, which I'm not entirely sure why, but because the first 4 or 5 defences they don't actually get any shots off on at all. But you can see as they're going to move around this top end, they're going to land on this archer tower at the top. And that's going to trigger a giant bomb, which means he's going to set them off one at a time, nice and easy. So they come through, and the golems are still tanking in the core, as well as the king. So nothing on the outside, on the inside is beating on his hogs. His hogs do trigger the giant bombs one at a time. He's still got 2 heals left. So his hogs work their way around the ring, really, really smooth. Gets hit by a spring trap, which is kind of annoying, and he's going to lose a couple of hogs on this outside. The king has made a massive journey to try and take these hogs on, but they're still working on. They've still got 1 more heal to come through. Does hit a spring trap, so he only has a couple of hogs left. 1 comes in from the far side to help out, and then nicely timed a couple of wizards there. They take out the Tesla with the hogs. And now it's clean up with 2 swag poisons. So, very, very nice attack from Dawes. And very, very nice war from Best Stars. It's one of the closer ones we've had. But you know, the guys, since we've started doing these recaps, the guys haven't lost. So, I'm happy to keep doing these. You know, you never know who's going to be on a recap. I look through the attacks and just pick my favourite 3 attacks for the war. So maybe next time it'll be somebody else. Maybe next time I'll throw in one of my own Town Hall 8 attacks on this account, just for something different. But for now, that's everything from me, guys. So thank you very much, and come on, you Spurs.